Hello, and welcome to episode 55 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I will be reviewing a favorite game of mine, Pac-Man. Pac-Man was released in 1980 by Namco and licensed to Bally Midway. In Japan, this game was originally released under the name Pac-Man, but was changed due to fears of people vandalizing the name, changing the P's into F's. My first time playing this game was at Farrell's Ice Cream just outside of the Ford City Mall. Pac-Man is a maze-themed game in which you control your chomper with a 4-way joystick. Pac-Man was the first game in a long line of many sequels. Pac-Man is a yellow circle that has an open and closing mouth that you move around the maze, eating all the dots while avoiding the ghosts. These ghosts will chase you around the maze in an attempt to chomp on you. Touching any of these ghosts will cause the loss of a life. There are 4 different ghosts. Each is a different color and has a different personality. The red ghost is Shadow, with the nickname Blinky, and will follow you around the maze. The pink ghost is named Speedy, and nicknamed Pinky, and is fast. The blue ghost is named Bashful, nicknamed Inky, and will sometimes run away from you. And the orange ghost is named Pokey, nicknamed Clyde, and will try to chase you but is slow. These names are only used in the Midway release, and they will vary based on the company that released the game. There have been more than 30 different renditions and clones of this game as of the 175th version of MAME. I will only be covering the original Midway version of Pac-Man. The game begins with a blue bordered maze with 240 white dots and 4 large Energizer dots near the corners of the maze. You earn 10 points for each dot you eat and 50 points for eating each Energizer. Your chomper will begin about 1/4 of the way up from the bottom in the center of the screen. Your chomper will automatically move to the left unless you press another direction on the joystick. The ghosts will begin about 3/4 of the way up in the center of the screen. Inky, Pinky, and Clyde begin the levels inside of the regeneration cage, while Blinky will begin just above the cage. Once the game begins, Blinky will immediately begin moving through the maze, and Pinky will leave the cage and will also begin moving through the maze. Inky and Clyde will remain in the cage at first, and Inky will leave after about 4 seconds, and Clyde will leave after about 13 seconds. On level 2, Inky will leave the cage at the beginning of the level, and Clyde will exit about 15 seconds later. And on level 3 and above, all 3 ghosts will leave the cage at the start of the level. Although if you lose a life, all 3 ghosts will stay in the cage for a bit of time. You need to avoid the ghosts, although when you eat one of the 4 Energizer dots, you can turn the tables on the ghosts and eat them. Eating an Energizer dot will turn the ghosts blue, causing them to reverse, and at that point they are vulnerable. Eating the first ghost will earn you 200 points, eating the second ghost will earn you 400 points, eating the third ghost will earn you 800 points, and eating the fourth ghost will earn you 1600 points. As the levels advance, you will have less time to eat the ghosts, and eventually you will not be able to eat them at all, although after each cutscene, the time you can eat the ghosts will increase slightly for the level immediately after the cutscene. The ghosts will flash white and blue just before they return to the regular colors. The maze has escape tunnels on the sides about halfway up. Entering the tunnel will bring Pac-Man to the opposite sides of the maze. You can use these tunnels to escape the ghosts because the ghosts will slow down as they enter the tunnels. Twice during each level, a bonus item will appear just below the regeneration cage. You can eat these items for bonus points. These items will appear after you eat the 70th and the 180th dot, and will disappear after about 9 seconds. It doesn't matter which dots you eat because both regular and Energizer dots will count toward the 70 and 180. The items will stay on screen the same amount of time no matter what level you are on. The more levels you complete, the more points you will earn for the bonus items. The item for level 1 is a cherry and is worth 100 points. Level 2 is a strawberry and is worth 300 points, although the bezel glass display has 200 points listed. Levels 3 and 4 has a peach for 500 points. Levels 5 and 6 has an apple for 700 points. Levels 7 and 8 have green grapes for 1,000 points. Levels 9 and 10 have a Galaxian flagship for 2,000 points. Levels 11 and 12 have a bell for 3,000 points. And levels 13 and beyond will have a key for 5,000 points. This game awards cutscenes to allow you to take a short break from the action. After completing the second level, the game will show you a scene where Blinky chases Pac-Man across the screen, but after leaving the screen, Blinky returns blue and a large Pac-Man chases him down in revenge. After completing the fifth level, you will get another cutscene. Once again, Blinky chases Pac-Man across the screen, but now he snags his ghost suit on a nail, tearing it, causing him to look at it quizzically. After completing the 9th, 13th, and 17th level, you'll be shown the third cutscene. Blinky has repaired his ghost suit and once again chases Pac-Man across the screen, although when both characters leave the screen, Blinky will run across the screen naked with his ghost suit dragging behind him. Each of the ghosts has their own artificial intelligence. There are 4 modes of ghost behavior in all. The modes of behavior are Chase, Scatter, Frightened, and Eaten. For Chase mode, each of the ghosts will target Pac-Man in a different way. The playfield is divided into tiles that are 2 pixels by 2 pixels each. The red ghost will target Pac-Man directly and will take the path that is the shortest as the crow flies, so it is possible that it may take the longest path because the original distance is shorter when it begins the chase. The pink ghost will target the spot 4 tiles ahead of Pac-Man unless Pac-Man is facing upward, then the target will be 4 tiles ahead and 4 tiles to the left. This will give the effect that Pinky is trying to cut you off or corner you. The blue ghost targeting is more complex. First of all, it will fixate on a position that is 2 tiles in front of Pac-Man. Unless Pac-Man is facing upward, then it will be 2 tiles up and 2 tiles to the left, and then we'll target 180 degrees from where Blinky is, allowing him to work in tandem and try to corner Pac-Man. The orange ghost will also target Pac-Man if he is over 8 tiles away, although if he gets to 8 tiles or less away, he will retreat to the bottom left area of the screen. The second mode of ghost behavior is called Scatter mode. During this mode, ghosts will each retreat to a different corner of the maze. Blinky will flee to the upper right corner and will move clockwise around the utmost square. Pinky will flee to the upper left and will move counterclockwise around the upmost square. Inky will flee to the bottom right corner and will move around the upside down T section and will go in either direction, and Clyde will flee to the bottom left corner and will move around the upside down T and will also move in either direction. The third mode is Frightened mode. Each time you eat an Energizer, the ghosts will reverse direction and turn blue. The direction they turn when they reach an intersection will be based on a random number generator. This is one of the 2 times that the ghosts will reverse direction. And the last mode is the Eaten mode, and this is where they are only eyes and they will return to the regeneration cage to regenerate and become dangerous once again. As the game moves on, Energizers will not turn the ghost blue, but they will cause the ghost to reverse. Each level of the game will begin with the ghosts in Scatter mode, where the ghosts will move to their respective corners, giving you a short time to get going before the ghosts attack you. Time frame for the ghosts on level 1 is 7 seconds of Scatter, followed by 20 seconds of Chase mode, then a repeat of 7 seconds of Scatter, followed by 20 more seconds of Chase, then a 5-second Scatter mode, followed by 20 seconds of Chase, then one more 5-second Scatter with indefinite Chase mode after that. As the game moves on, there will be less and less scatter time per level. You can tell when the game changes modes because the ghosts will reverse their direction, which is the only other time that they will do a 180 turn. Understanding how the ghost movement works was how patterns were developed in order to clear the mazes without running into the ghosts. The pattern I learned in high school worked for the apple through the 8th key, although I only remembered the first half, but as you can see, the ghosts are unable to catch Pac-Man and even appear to move out of his way. There are several glitches in this game. First one is there are 4 points on the maze where the ghosts will never turn up during Chase or Scatter mode. These areas are just above the regeneration cage and just above Pac-Man's starting position. Also, there is a hiding place glitch in the maze where the ghost will never catch you. If you move to the right and go up immediately, you could stay in this place indefinitely and never be caught. So you can use this if you need to take a break from the gameplay, and you can return and continue where you left off. Finally, due to a programming error, there is a game ending glitch. Pac-Man was an 8-bit game, so the level counter will count levels 1 through 255 just fine. In binary language, 255 is ones all across, and when the game adds 1 to 255, the counter will have 1 followed by 8 zeros. Since the machine cannot see that 1, it will be counted as level 0, but the programmers didn't program a level 0 or have a workaround if level 0 occurs, so the game will attempt to draw bonus items 1 all the way through 0, which means it will try to draw 256 different items. So it will draw the cherry all the way through the keys, then it will start drawing garbage across the right side of the maze, leaving the maze unfinishable. In addition to the mess on the right side of the screen, there are 9 dots that can be eaten, some visible and some invisible. All 9 dots will be regenerated, so you can eat them every time you start a new life. Due to this glitch, and the ability to eat every ghost and bonus item, there is a potential perfect score. If the game begins with 5 lives and you earn an extra life, make it to the last level on your first life, and eat all 9 dots every life, the perfect score is 3,333,360 points. I really enjoyed playing this game and highly recommend playing it if you can find it in an arcade setting, since it is still popular and can still be found in arcade cabinets. It is also available in the Ms. Pac-Man and Galaga 20th Anniversary Dual Cabinet as well as the 25th Anniversary Cabinet. There are also many ways to play this game through emulation, and I recommend playing it this way as opposed to the many clones and hacks that are available. I like this game more than Pengo, but not as much as Space Invaders, so Pac-Man chomps his way into the 17th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Wednesday and Sunday.